For me, football is the outcome of the world. There is this kind of popular belief amongst football fans that football controls the world. Football doesn't control the world. Football is a reflection of the world. And this world is characterized by globalization, whereby it isn't just a small number of countries that are dominating. It's lots of countries that derive their power from lots of different sources, beginning to exert control on football. And I think there is a particular view of the world, certainly in Europe and South America, about how football should be and what the leading nations should be. And obviously that hegemony is now being challenged by Saudi Arabian spending. Essentially what we're seeing overall is a pivot from global north to global south. The big five European leagues, historically, they have dominated global football, or certainly the attention span of global football. But we're now seeing others also competing effectively for that attention. And so alongside Real Madrid and Manchester United, we're now getting Al-Hilal and Al-Ittihad and others across the world that are ascending to new positions of power. Now, obviously, as an Englishman, surrounded by other Englishmen, we find it very threatening when other countries start to spend money on football and try to do the things that we've been doing with the Premier League for the last 30 years. I take a slightly different view. We're all entitled there. I'm a big supporter of egalitarianism across global sport. All of our countries and all of our teams are entitled to participate in big competitions and have great players playing for them. But I think that what really has caught people, certainly in Europe, about what Saudi Arabia has been doing, not just over the last month or two, but over the last 7 or 8 years, in relation to football, is the speed and the scale with which things are changing.
I hope, inshallah, we're going to do the big things.
I think any country that seeks to be an active member of the global football community and to make a contribution to the development of global football has to be celebrated. They have to be embraced. I do realize, I do understand, I do accept that in making the transition to a more egalitarian world of football, there will be some pain for some of us, and we're going to have to go through that. And I think what's really significant about this, does that mean that Saudi Arabia is here to stay? Well, I do think it may well be that by 2050, the landscape of world football looks somewhat different to the way it does now.